Former Central Narcotics Bureau Chief Ng Boon Gay has maintained that there was no conflict of interest despite his affair with former IT sales executive Cecilia Sue. Ng is accused of forcing 36-year-old Ms. Sue to provide oral sex in exchange for allegedly helping further her employer's business interests.
Ng Boon Gay and Miss Cecilia Sue talked about many things, from family matters to politics, during their 3-year affair. But Ng said they never discussed about the projects Miss Sue was working on. He also said he had no idea that Miss Sue was a sub-vendor for one of the IT contracts. Referring to a pre-procurement paper, the prosecution asked if Ng knew at that time that HDS, which meant Hitachi Data Systems, was one of the suppliers to a direct vendor. Ng said he didn't know what HDS stood for. Now that he knew, prosecution asked if he thought there was a conflict of interest given that Ms. Sue was an employee. Ng said it would raise an alarm, but he went on to explain that there was no actual conflict of interest as CNB dealt with the main contractor. In this case, it wasn't Hitachi. Ng maintained the stance throughout the cross-examination. During the trial, Ng also shed light on CNB's procurement processes. He said that even though he was the approving authority, he did not play any role in choosing the vendors. He also said that he approved based on the recommendations of his team. On their affair, Ng said Ms. Sue would ask him from time to time how much he loved her and made him rate his love for her on a scale of 1 to 10. He said he usually gave her a 6 or a 7. Defence's senior counsel Tan Chi Ming asked if Ms. Sue ever made use of her relationship to ask for a favour. Ng said no. When asked if he ever demanded sex from Ms. Sue in exchange for doing her a favour, Ng also denied it. The court was told that Ng had sent a complaint letter through his lawyers to the Attorney General's chambers. He had felt that the manner in which CPIB's Deputy Director Ting Ki Fat questioned him was unacceptable. Ng said Mr. Ting told him if he pleaded guilty then, the case would be heard in camera and prosecution would not ask for a deterrent sentence. The trial continues.